So to get to Google Classroom, go ahead and have your child open up a Google tab. Once in Google tab, you're going to look up here in the top right corner. There will be a sign in button. So they'll go ahead and click sign in and they'll use their Scio Gmail account information, so their username and their password. If this is something you or them don't have, you can just contact the middle school office and they'll figure out a way to get that information to you. Anyway, so once you've clicked sign in and they're logged in, the key place we're going to look for Google Classroom is actually in this little grid up here. It's a really important grid. We're going to go ahead and open it because it has so many things. But the thing we're going to look at is Classroom. Let's open Classroom. Once I open Classroom, this is going to be a class dashboard. So any class that the student is enrolled in is going to appear on this as a big tile with some sort of color and picture at the top. The key takeaway here as a parent is that you should be able to just look over their shoulder very quickly and see, oh, this one over here, this doesn't have any assignments under it. Okay, they've either done them all or there's no assignments yet. Looking over here, just glancing over their shoulder, you can see there's stuff under here. It's a good indicator that you might ask them, hey, have you started working on that, or did you do those? That's a really good conversation starter if you just happen to walk by as they're doing things. Let's go ahead and open this. Once we open it, first screen, stream. So think of stream as the announcement and reminder place. So I created an announcement earlier today that just says, hey, class begins every day at 8 a.m. You must use the Google Meet link at the top of this page to join the virtual classroom. Okay, so that announcement directs students to look up here and realize, oh, there is a Meet link right underneath the name. And if I just click on that, it will take me right to a video conferencing thing where I can see the teacher. That's important. And then there's some stuff about, hey, make sure your audio is turned off, make sure you're dressed appropriately and in an appropriate space before entering Google Meet. The other thing off to the left here is really, I think, important for parents as well as students, because if you are a parent and you're walking by, you can see a column of assignment. And if it looks like it's a really big column, it either means that they have a lot of stuff coming up or they have failed to do a lot of things. So this is also a good conversation starter if you happen to see the screen. You can look over their shoulder and go, hey, what's this math minute thing that's due Wednesday? Have you started that? Or what's this thing due Friday? That's great. They can also click on this and go straight to the assignment. But I'm going to show you how to get to the assignment in a different way. If we go back up here to the top of the screen, we'll see classwork. So I'm going to click on it. Classwork is going to be more in a nice line. So as assignments come, they'll just file down the line. We can see right now I've assigned 2 assignments. The one that's due soonest is September 2nd. So let's just click on it. It says Math Minute 1. So specifically, this is a daily warm-up for the class. It has really specific instructions. This is to be done from 8 to 8:05, and as soon as you're done, turn in what you have. This is a warm-up. Now, the key here is that if students aren't looking at that description, they're going to miss it. And they might just keep working on it. They might not realize it. It's really important to read the instructions. So they might just open up this. Notice it's just kind of a fill in the blank, right? Editable. So they'll go ahead and they'll do their stuff on this and they'll save their answers. And then they'll come back over here to the screen, right? And they'll say view assignment and they'll hit that lovely turn in button and they'll attach their assignment. And boom, it's done. Other sort of things they might see, it's really important to read the description for, are things that say, hey, this is a long document and it needs to take you the entire week. So some students, if they don't open this, they might just see it says due September 4th and they'll just start it September 3rd and think that it's only a one-day thing, when in reality it's meant to be the whole week. So if you notice students are struggling or having difficulty with the assignment, you might make sure they go back and actually read what the assignment said, because teachers are trying really hard not to give them far over the top of what they can do. So they're going to give expectations like, hey, this is the entire week. Okay, so that is kind of the overview of Google Classroom. While we're here, I want to talk about this grid again, Google Grid. One really important thing for you is the language arts and science textbooks can be found in this grid. So if you scroll all the way down, there's this McGraw-Hill connection. So you'll click on it, and that will take the students to a language arts and a science textbook. The other place for textbooks is if you navigate to the Scio Middle School website, see there's a Parent and Students tab, and you can scroll straight down to online textbooks, and that's where geography and history will be.